taking off and landing differently at the airport in Cheektowaga.
New flight patterns are behind those disturbances as crews work on the main runway. That construction is continuing through the end of the summer.
Tonight, 2 on your side's Rob Hackford and photojournalist Bill Boyer take us to runway 523, as it's known, to see the work that's happening on this still active airfield.
This asphalt is usually reserved for airplanes, but during this summer's construction project at the Buffalo Airport, skid steers and paving equipment are the norm, and Rick Hines is the resident engineer.
Basically, we start by removing the old pavement.
It's been worn out after nearly 20 years. The FAA requires updates for safer air travel, Hines says. Other safety features go along with that, including new drainage for rain and longer-lasting LED runway lights.
We're adding additional centerline lights up the pavement. That way, in inclement weather, the aircraft have easier to know the path there to take.
This $36 million project will cover just over half of Buffalo's main 8,800-foot runway.
This project also involves redoing the taxiway, which takes you out from the airport here, turns you around at the end, and then you take off. They're going to be repaving that as well, installing new lights, just like the runway.
As for the many planes that still need to take off, they're using a secondary strip that Hines says was paved 5 to 6 years ago. And while their takeoff and landing is temporarily sending them over places like Amherst, flyers should not expect any other travel impacts.
Basically, we construct it where we're doing it in pieces, where that way we can still keep aircraft operational and safe. And even during construction, safety is the primary concern.
There are 60 people working every day on average and more on weekend nights when there is less air travel, so the runway is heavily blocked off. Hines says the stripping and repaving as well will use all new material, another FAA requirement. It'll largely be the same, but in certain spots where the runway was lengthened, it may need more reconstruction.
So there's different existing pavement structures, so it varies what our rehabilitation is for what the original was and where it was at.
The goal is to finish in September of this year. The other half of the runway will be a separate project for 2025. At the Buffalo Niagara International Airport, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Rob. Next at 6 months after a